When it comes to job application, a good resume is extremely important because it can help you to win the job interview invitation easily. However, there are still a lot of job seekers are not sure how to showcase their skill sets on their resume. A good resume should include the skill sets in a detailed way on a resume so that the employers or the potential interviewers could understand your capabilities easily. So, today we're going to discuss the topic about how to showcase your skill sets on your resume. Hi everyone, welcome to Job Majestic channel. I'm Jess. Our channel will be focusing on the content about job interviews or anything related about work. If you like the content like this, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to follow our social media. Today, we're going to discuss the topic about how to include your skill sets in your resume. When you write about your skill sets on your resume, make sure that you can list down your skill sets in a detailed way. Always try to relate your skill sets to your previous job and also the position that you are applying. Another tip for you is always relate your skill sets with some data. First, analyze your working capabilities. Before you write about your skill sets, you should figure out the required skill sets of the new job application. What you can do is, you could always refer to the job ad, find out the job requirements and try to relate your skill sets to it. Second, list down relevant capabilities. List down your skill sets that's related to the job application that you are applying. Try not to include too many types of skill sets. 8 to 20 are just fine. For example, if you are applying for a designer job and you are so familiarized with the Adobe software, you can prioritize this skill set rather than other skills. Third, define the strengths of your skill sets. After you have listed down all the skill sets, you need to define the level of the strength of each skill set. For example, if you are a fresh grad, you might know how to use a lot of softwares, but you might not be expert on this. So, in this case, you need to provide a score to identify the level of strength of each skill set. If you would like to break down the skill sets, you could refer to this design method. If you are not showcasing the capabilities of the skill sets, you could refer to this design method. Talking about writing about your skill sets, that's a very important point for you. Try to make sure your skill sets are specific. Details of the skill sets must not be too unspecific. For example, if you list down your skill set as good communication, it's very hard for the interview to justify about that. If you are a designer, you list down your skill set as design, it's also very hard for the interviewers to quantify about your capabilities. If possible, try to relate these skill sets with relevant data. You can also ask your previous employers or colleagues to write you some referral letters to showcase that you have possessed these kind of skill sets. Another tip for you is, if you are good at different languages, you can also include this on your resume. You can attach the language certificates on your resume. By doing so, it probably can increase the chance of getting interview invitation. Alright, these are some of the tips. I hope it can help you to enhance your skill sets on your resume. If you think today's video is helpful for you and your friend, you must share and like it. And don't forget to follow our social media. I'm Jess. See you next Monday at 7 p.m.